Quarterback number 3, Zach Wilson, BYU. After 2 less than impressive seasons in his freshman and sophomore year at Brigham Young University, including an 11 touchdown, 9 interception sophomore season, Wilson's future was kind of in question on what he wanted to do. He then came out and would light up the field his junior year. He put up 3,692 passing yards, 33 pass touchdowns, and only had 3 interceptions. This doesn't include his 10 rushing touchdowns that he also had during his junior year. His only lost season would come to a 22-17 loss to the 14th-ranked Coastal Carolina game, which ended with the BYU wide receiver being tackled just a few yards short of the game-winning touchdown on the last play of the game. He ended up leading BYU to the Boca Raton Bowl and had a victory over UCF 3 weeks later. Some people have Zach Wilson and Justin Fields flip-flop for 2 and 3. I think the main reason I have it as Fields 2 and Wilson 3 is because Fields has shown his skills for 2 years now, while Wilson struggled his sophomore year but came out and had a fantastic junior year. I think Wilson has a ton of upsides. Just like Fields, Wilson has an amazing arm. He can make every throw from sideline to sideline and end zone to end zone. He is accurate and twitchy with his throws. He just keeps it moving. He keeps his eyes down the field and scans the field well. When he finds an open receiver, he will not miss that throw. I believe he had 99.5% completion rate when the receiver didn't have anybody around them within 8 yards. But then I think his one incompletion came with a drop. But that's not saying that Wilson isn't afraid to throw it in traffic, because he's incredibly accurate when he does. He knows how to put it right in tight windows, and his playmaking ability as a runner is also there. He's able to catch defenses off guard when tucking it and taking off. This is something I want to quickly talk about the running ability of quarterbacks. This is something that I expect nearly every quarterback over the next 10 to 15 years to have to their game, that rushing ability, or really just the ability to get out of the pocket and tuck it when they need to. The idea of being solely a pocket passer like the Mannings, Phillip Rivers, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, I think it's over. There's these kids nowadays, not even kids, young adults, are just way too athletic to not have that rushing ability tucked in their sleeve. It opens up the field for the team and really allows them to have another dimension to their game. Now, they don't need to be Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray and have that top-tier speed, but they need to be athletic enough to get out of the pocket and take off on 3rd and 5 and 3rd and 6, pick up the first down. For weaknesses for Zach Wilson, there's a few. The first being his level of competition that he did play. This year, he came out. He would only play 2 games against teams with winning records when he matched up against them, and would lose one of them, that being the Coastal Carolina game. The other one was a win over the 6-4 UCF team in the Boca Raton Bowl. Everyone else they played that he would have beat did not have a winning record when playing them. He did play the same teams last 2 years and performed really poorly against them. And I think that might be a scare for most of the scouts in the league, that his skills won't translate to the NFL pros. That's not something I worry about too much, competition-wise, because you don't look in quarterbacks and you're like, hey, he's not playing like great defenders. If he can make a pass and it's pinpoint accuracy, right in the numbers, it doesn't matter where a defender is on that, whether he's right on top of the wide receiver or if he's 5 yards behind him. If the pass is on target, the pass is going to be on target no matter who's there. Now, the other one is going to be his accuracy sometimes takes a dip when he tends to be hit with pressure, and that's something he needs to work on and develop over the next year or so, and I think with a quarterback quality coach in the NFL, he'll be able to do. My pro comparison is going to be a lesser Aaron Rodgers. I think Matt Miller, NFL draft analyst, has the exact same comparison. I don't expect him to ever play up to Aaron Rodgers' level, or honestly even close to that. Rodgers is in the debate for the most skilled quarterback of all time, and it's going to be really difficult to match that. I just think with his twitchy throwing ability, his pocket presence, and how he has that little mobility factor, Zach Wilson's is a lot better than Aaron Rodgers, but he knows when to take off. It kind of looks like rookie season Aaron Rodgers out of Cal, and when he sat behind Brett Favre. With the recent, all right. So originally, when I wrote out who I mocked him to. I originally had him being drafted to the Detroit Lions, but recent news came out that Detroit Lions would trade Matthew Stafford for Jared Goff, 2 first-round picks, and a 3rd-round pick with the Rams. Originally, I had Zach Wilson going to Detroit, and I was going to say that Dan Campbell just got a new 6-year deal. And I think with the new young talent that Zach Wilson and the running back group and new wide receivers, because Marvin Jones Jr. and Kenny Golladay are both free agents, I don't think they'll stay, that they were going to bring someone in to give Dan Campbell a chance to take over and really build his own team. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it the same way. I still think that they will draft Zach Wilson here. I think he has more upside than Jared Goff does, and I think that after 2 years in 2023, they're gonna be able to cut Jared Goff, and they will not have a huge. I think it'll be like a 11 million hit to the cap. I don't think they'll really care about that. Um, and I think they're just gonna develop Zach Wilson. I think he'll have a chance to maybe not play this year, but he'll definitely have a chance to play next year. Maybe he will play this year. I don't know. They might have a quarterback competition with Jared Goff in the offseason. But I think that he will end up in Detroit either way.